explain that, but what's going on? No, all right, we'll go that way. Who wants to look at me anyway? That's because that's all funny. All right, okay. I will turn it around and do it the other way. There we go. Okay. New car today. I bought this the other day. I've been waiting to pick it up. So 240C Datsun. Apparently they're a pretty rare car. The guy told me that they are the Tirana of Japan.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, so hardtop. So she's a two-door. They actually run electric windows in the rear, guys. Okay. It's got a little bit of rust. We lifted it up in the air and the floor pans are good except for one small spot on the driver's side. The rest of it's really good. She is a manual. It comes with another car that's got a better dash in it, but the door trims aren't actually too bad, and he had all the seats covered up, as you can see, so they're not actually too bad. It's sort of weird, isn't it, Leith? Like, it's grown on both of us. Like
He's probably got more things growing on it. But,
yeah, but it's sort of...
a lot of work in it.
It is, but I think it's worth it being a two-door, so it's...
Anything like this is getting hard to get, getting worth more money. Whether it's worth what we spend on it, who knows, but we're giving it a go.
That's it, eh? But yeah, so it's a bit blurry when I do it this way, guys, but yeah, we're going to get this to run. Okay, it's got a 6-cylinder in it. It is a 4-speed, or it should be a 4-speed. Is it?
Yeah, it'll be a 4-speed.
It'll be a 4-speed, yeah. I can't have the camera this way, guys, so I'm just going to have to go the other way because the phone cover seems to have gone funny.
So they're bugging around with wiring under the dash. So what I've done is I've just hooked up direct power to the coil, to the positive side of the ballast there.
Okay, so guys, with old cars, okay, Leith was just explaining then, they've mucked around with the power. With older cars, when you have non-fuel injection cars, so carby, and you've got a coil, to bypass the ignition, you run a wire from the positive on your battery to the positive on the coil, which bypasses your ignition, and then you can jump the starter motor across and it should start, because it's like turning the ignition on is turning that.
But this one, because it's an early points one, it has a ballast resistor which also drops the voltage from like 12 volts down to 8 or 9 or some crap. So I've got on there so I don't burn out the coil or the points.
Yep. But when you connect that wire from the battery to the positive on the coil, you can't leave it connected because it's like leaving your ignition on. Yeah. And with a coil car, not a fuel injected car, it will overheat the coil.
But coils blow up on me, and the oil in them boils.
Yep. But what do you want me to do?
So I did crank it over. I got fuel up to the
I'll do ignition.
Crap. So yeah, if you want to do the ignition.
You got throttle, or do you want me to? I'll do throttle. Yep. Righto. Let's.
Spray something in there.
Ready?
Yeah, go for it.
She's a beast. How good's that? That'd have an auto choke on it, guys, while she's running a bit high. Oh, it has. Got like a float bowl in the front here. See, look how bad the fuel is in there. Now, we're not going to lie to you. Leith did play with this a little bit before, but he didn't have it running that well. But he did play with it just before I got back because it's almost knock-off time.
I had a confident part and then carrying on,
but yeah,
that's the best it's run so far.
That's awesome. These things too, you can get mad manifolds with like triples and that, depending on how far we go with it. Like there's a little rust here in the support panel, as you can see. The guards aren't too bad. All the chrome strips are in the back there. There's a little bit here.
An adapter on it and run a 350 Holy or something like that on
it.
Yeah. Because that car would be buggered. Like you should see the crusty stuff sitting there.
We'll see how far we go. I'm happy to. That engine would look mad with those side draft Webbers and stuff on it.
Then we've got extractors and everything on top of that as well.
But it depends on what it's going to be worth at the end of it. If it is a very popular rare car.
Yeah, I doubt it.
But yeah. Anyway, I just got back from getting some more boxes of poo. These are just another wreck, and that one there, another Falcon. There's only 3 of these wheels, which sucks a little bit, but what do you do? It's G'day everyone. Ben, thank you very much, mate. Really appreciate it. Yeah, this is awesome, this project. I love it. I bought another little Subaru, guys. 4 wheels for Nicole's Liberty. And this also helps finish off those other WRXs. So this is just an Impreza, so non-turbo automatic. I bought it for the wheels. I need these strips here for Nicole's WRX, the silver one, the real nice one we've got that's been painted. And doors and guards for our the black one. Remember the black one we got, and the silver one that Leith was dailying. What else have we got going on lately, guys? The Daimler V8, we pulled apart one of the motors that we bought. Remember, I don't even know where we're at, guys. I haven't done a video for that long for you guys to catch up. There's been so much going on. Okay, so Daimler V8, new toolbox. Look at that. That thing's sick. All right. Righto, so where are we at? We got the new mill working. So as you can see, the finish on the cylinder heads with Leith doing them now is absolutely awesome. This is the head that's got to go out. But yeah, like look at that. The finish on that is phenomenal. Sorry about that, guys. I forgot to put it onto silent. Righto, now the cruise. Leith walks off. So we were too busy when this come in. We got someone else to do the head gasket for us. And I don't know, it's back apart again because it's leaking out of here. I was hoping it was a turbo feed line, but Leith's starting to think it was cylinder head. I don't know. We'll let you know how we go with that. Now, the Jag's up on the hoist still. Captain did go through. We got the... Well, I say we. When I say we, I mean he. He got this one sorted out. He got the motor in that sorted out with the oil pressure and that now for his Jag. So he's very happy. So the 4-speed auto out of that's going to come out and go in. So that's... We've just been super busy, guys. The towing's been flat out. The machine shop has been flat out too. We picked up a new customer that does a lot of older performance stuff. So Leith's starting to work through a lot of those jobs for him. When I say we again, this is the V8s for the Daimler. Pulled apart the other motor and it had 40 thou over pistons. You can't buy 40 thou over pistons, and it ended up having one piston that was a bit shitty on an edge. So I think we're going to use this one. This is a standard one, so we'll re-ring this one. But that's sort of gone on the back burner a little bit at the moment. Just been busy. I bought this. Now, I'll sit down and tell you some GSXR stories one day when I've got someone there from back in the day with me. This is the first of the fuel-injected 750s. Love it. Absolutely love it. Bought it down on the Gold Coast the other day. Spent every cent that I had, and this week I've been stressing, chasing my tail because I'm broke. But anyway, that's how it goes. But I love this thing. It is freaking awesome. A good mate of mine, Benny, has an 88 model GSXR 750 that's a basket case one. So a basket case means it's pulled apart and just shoved all in a basket. He didn't want to sell it. I tried to buy it off him, but I saw him the other day and he said that he might sell it. So I might get to do a full restoration on one, which would be great. But in the meantime, absolutely love it. It needs a fair bit of work. Like I'll be able to go through it. The carbon fibre stuff's worn. There's a few marks and stuff on the fairings, but absolutely love it, guys. She's an absolute beast. Righto. What else have we got going on? Nice project. I'm just having a quick look at your comments, guys. Ben, thank you very much, buddy. Yeah, but the 240C, I'm pretty happy with that. She's an absolute gem. The more you look at it, the more it grows on you, to be honest. Like, it wasn't... Where it was, it couldn't stay in the paddock. Like, it had to come out of the paddock and be sorted out at some stage. But it grows on you. It's got that half a Valiant look and then half a early Skyline look. And it's just... Yeah. It's pretty cool. This has got PowerPoints and stuff through it for someone to do it. We're going to get this tractor going this week and start working on getting some tractors and slashers to hire out done. This come in the other day and Captain's going to sort this out. It's a turbo diesel one for him. He's going to sort that out and get it going. So that's going to be his, take the tray off and stuff. This is just a 6-cylinder BA that is for sale if someone wants one. She's nice and low. Interior is really tidy in it. We've started to go through. I'm going to sell the V8 Hilux. We're going to go through and do a fair bit of work to it, wheels and stuff like that, paint, sort the motor out, because I'm going to actually sort out the short wheelbase Pajero for myself. This is just a scrap pile of stuff that's got to go out because we're starting to do another run with that stuff. Mad little Gemini. This thing's a beast. I'm very undecided on what to do with this thing. Like, it looks rough on the outside, and then you look inside, it's got a full interior in quite good condition, and everything's there. No, I don't know what to do. This one here is a pure gas car, so not too sure. Look at the taillights in the back of that Toyota, right? They look a lot like the taillights in the back of the Datsun. But anyway, just a observation. Yeah, we got this thing to run the other day. This one's got just a 202 in it. I got this whole shell just for this motor. I saw that these exhaust manifolds, and it does have a little cam in it, and she's a bit of a beast, so I'm pretty happy with that. I also, that's going to be a bit blurry on you guys, but that's just my camera because that lens bit, yeah. I picked up a 202 and a Trimatic off a guy who's actually lived a couple of doors up from me. They rang me and saw see if I wanted an engine. And I picked this one up on Saturday morning, which is under the cover here. So I've got another Trimatic for just a 202 and Trimatic. It was out of a Tirana, so at least it's on the right side. There was a VN that come through, so I've got a pedal box there, a manual pedal box for a VN that come through. I'm trying to think what else we've had going on, guys. My daughter, Nera is an absolute champion. She come in, we struggle to get guys to work, and stripping wheels and tyres is the worst job here, really. And she come in 8 till 5, half hour for lunch, and strip tyres. Leith come in on Monday morning and said, oh, did you help her strip tyres on Saturday? I said, no, I watched telly, she worked. And he's like, Jesus, you see how many she stripped? Like, so, what a champion. She got in, done the job. Like, and we can't even get guys to do what she done. She's not a big girl either. And tomorrow afternoon, I'm off to buy a half pipe for her for the backyard. So any of you boys that are into skating, I'll be picking up a half pipe tomorrow and putting that together and modifying it in the backyard. So that'll be something interesting coming up. Yeah, because I have a lot of spare time to do things like that, you know. But yeah, I don't know what else to show you guys. I have video there. There's no rust in that one either, Sean. She's pretty good. Yeah. It's still haven't had time to sort out that. I don't think I've shown you these yet, guys, the electric forklifts. Now, these run a 7-inch motor, not an 8-inch motor. Most electric cars run a an 8-inch motor, but by buying these electric forklifts, it means that you get the controller modules and all this. I know, I'm talking out of my arse here, I know nothing about them, but these are electric over hydraulic. So we need to, at some stage, start on electric car conversions because it is the way of the future. And yeah, and that'll give us all the wiring we need. We'll get them going so we can work out how it works when you unplug this, what it does, so we can learn about electric motors so we can start doing some conversions. So I don't know. Do any of you guys know anything about electric conversions? Because I sort of don't. But anyway, this thing's not too bad. Look at that. It needs some sill work, but I've got that other sedan that got given to me with this car. The chrome for around the doors are in there. What do you guys think of this thing? Throw me up some comments. What are our thoughts? Do we like the look of this? Do we like the shape? You know, I love the tail lights in it. Like, they look like a Mustang. Look at that. How's this, right? How ridiculous is it? I was standing over here before, right? I was standing over there in the workshop, and I said to Leith, if you squint, right, if you really squint and you look out there and you block one eye and you just see the back of it, it looks like a Mustang. And you know what he does? He goes, nah, this is more like this for you. He goes, if you go like this and you squint and you pull your pants forward and look down, it looks like you've got a vagina. And what a dickhead. But yeah, anyway, he's just, yeah, we're liking it. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I get the rest of the parts in about a week. It was a marriage split up, so yeah, it's looks like a lot of work. It is a lot of work, but compared to a lot of cars that I've got and bought, it's not. Yeah, it is and it isn't. The floors are really solid. The diff mounts are solid. All the shock mounts are good. It does have disc brakes in the front. The brakes aren't locked up. The pedal's not locked up. Like, the bonnet isn't rusted out all across the front here like a lot of older cars that you get. It's a little bit down there. It is an aircon car. You know, there's a lot of pluses for what it is. And it is a pretty rare car. I love the way the console is. It's got electric windows in the back, whereas that one's broken. But anyway, There's carpet over the back seat so it's not wrecked. I like it. The other dash, I think, has a crack in it here, and the rest of it's pretty good, so I'll be able to flock the dash. I don't know. At the end of the day, it might seem to a lot of you guys like this dickhead's bought another car, but Kingatow was always a restoration business. From day dot of me starting doing the towing was cheap towing to get out onto properties, to be able to buy cars to do restoration. So in the next 3 to 5 years, we'll have enough cars and enough parts that we can produce 3 to 4 cars a year restored to sell, and that'll be our job. Like, the engine shop is pretty much set up. I've still got to get a spray booth. We've got all the trimming stuff there. We're getting there, if that makes sense, to be able to just live our days out. I'm 44 now, so before I'm 50, I want to be doing restoration work full time with old Captain. So we'll be, yeah, that's where we're heading. That's where this business was always heading. If it seems crazy looking from the outside looking in, that's what I'm actually up to. And that's what I've been up to all along, is buying old cars, buying parts, storing parts, getting everything I need together to do that. And then our income on top of that will come from these tractors and slashers. We're going to be hiring them out. I've got some mowers coming. I've got trailers that I've been accumulating as well to do trailer hire. There is a method to the madness, and the engine shop will always run. Like, since stopping doing parts, it's been great here. People come in and, well, what do you do if you don't sell parts? And they're like, well, I'm an engine machinist. And the heads and the engine builds have started to come in. So it's been good. It's been a massive change. So this thing's going to be mad. Struggling to find rear wheels though at this stage. We did go through on the weekend. I've got a Hilux diff there, which gives us 30mm either side, so we can fit a bigger dish wheel in. So yeah, so we're slowly devaluing this thing. But yeah, all right. Yeah, so all right, guys. I'm going to help pack up because it's almost knock-off time. I'm very happy that this thing runs. We'll get some wheels on this in the next couple of days, get the clutch working, and take you through a drive, I suppose, and go from there. But yeah, I have video that I've filmed and stuff to sit down and do some editing. Yeah, I will do it sometime soon. But yeah, and when the restoration business starts, YouTube will be daily updates. Basically, I'll have time to film, I'll have time to edit, and it'll be full process of everything. So it'll be good. So hang in there and something will happen. And if it doesn't happen, nothing will happen. Did that make sense? I don't know. But anyway, guys, how cool is this thing? I'm happy with it. When you look at the back there, it looks a little bit like a sleeker, right? And then you look at the tail lights and they look a little bit sleeker just with those angles here. And then the front just looks like a Datsun, I suppose. I don't know. It's a weird one. It is a weird one. You know? But yeah. But this bike, guys, I'm absolutely stoked. I'm a bit pissed off about this thing, but they reckon cruisers have heaps of issues. They do, and I've fixed every one. So whoever ends up with this car is going to end up with a phenomenal car because everything's fixed on it. But yeah, so GSXR 750. Could not be happier, guys. What an absolute beast. Love it. So yeah, righto. All right. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and yeah, say hello to your sister, eh? See you.